Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Deploy Underground Tarot. I'm T, and you are welcome here. For you newbies, as always, I like to just let you know that what I'm about to do today, it's the first time I've ever done it, okay? So I've been doing tarot for about 3 years now, and I just had a person who watches the videos all the time, a Cancer, say, hey, T, you've never actually done an annual reading. So this year I got something for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to be doing a 2026 reading for all 12 months for your annual reading. For you deploy heads, you know what I'm about to do. So first, for you deploy heads, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. And as always, you share it with your friends, so that helps. But look, you deploy heads, I'm going to do the Trust Your Gut reading that we do twice a year. But I'm going to use that format for the yearly reading. So what does that look like? There's going to be 2 cards here for the overview, and then I'm going to put 6 cards in the placement for the bi-monthly energies that we're going to get from 2026. Let's go ahead and get started here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Yaya, please provide a annual 2026 reading for Sagittarius. Let's look at your first card here. Ooh, new chapter, Wheel of Fortune. Let's go and take the last one. Oops, okay. Sagittarius, new chapter, emotional chapter, something that you, in 2026, you completely let go of. I have to say, because when I see that Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Cups energy for your overview, something that you just let go of. It's really important. I mean, you may have completely changed your whole friend group, you know? But before I get to talking, let's go ahead. So here we go. For January, February, you got that seven of Pentacles, January, February. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Who are you going after? Ooh, here you go. Tower, the Tower card. Who are you going after? Ooh, the Knight of Cups, some loveness going on here. Who are you going after? Three of Swords energy. Let's see how you're going to close that energy here with the Justice card. You're closing the year with the Justice card. That's the card of Libra. It's also the card of win-win situations. And let's just go ahead and say cause and effect. What happened in which cause has entered you getting some justice at the end of the year? You're getting supreme justice after the end of the year. Did someone stifle you? Normally I take a card here, but I want to take a card with the overview, okay? Yeah. You had to change. And the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You had to change. I think a lot of Sagittarius that I know are in this situation in which they feel as if they are forced to move into this new direction. I've done a few readings for some Sagittarius who feel like they are being tricked or being taken advantage of. And the truth is, maybe you are for a specific reason. When the High Priestess comes in at the deck, I must acknowledge that there are secrets being held away from you. There's a mystery, but you know to trust your intuition with this. Now, what I do see in this is that there is something that you're going after that you missed back there. That you missed back there, okay? Something this year that you're going after to get your justice, okay? And good for you. And I see that Three of Swords here. There might have been some third-party situation going on with you and 2 other people that you needed to resolve, and I wouldn't be shocked, but by the end of next year, it is resolved. Is this year around resolving what was taken away from you last year, or what you took away from yourself? Okay, Sagittarius? Now, if this is too specific for you guys before I get started already, check on your sun, moon, or rising. This is whatever, check on your moon or rising if this doesn't sound right, but this is going to be specific. There is something that you left back last year And it made you change. It forced you to change. I mean, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups, you got that star card clarifying that. You're the only sign I've clarified the overview. There is something that you missed that was going to change your life, and you're going back to get it. You're going back in as a new person. You're going back as a new being. You're going to shock whoever that is that you missed, or whatever you missed. You're going to shock it. But I must admit that if this is a person, you got some work ahead of you, okay? I got to be honest. If it's a love interest that you lost last year, or if it's a investment that you lost last year, if there is something that you were working on and it was moving slowly, or a separation too, because we got the Tower card here, that you just didn't have the momentum to complete in 2025. 2026 looks like you're going to get your justice, but be clear about what your justice is. Okay, I want to let you know. Let's go ahead. January, February, you are looking at what you reap has been sowed. Okay, let's just start there. What you reaped has been sowed. And if you don't know this saying, it's an English saying. I think it might even be American. But what was done, and you're looking at it to grow. And the funny thing is, in January and February, I think you're taking a really close look at you, your financials, your projects, your future situation that you want, so that it all aligns up with what you want, that justice, by the end of the year. Okay? Now, what does that justice entail? It's very clear. Now, if for you, those of you singles who, maybe you were dating a person last year or something, and something went off, third-party situation, you didn't think they knew about it, they knew about it. Now, if you were caught in a third-party situation, you knew what was going on, okay? And that gave you time to reflect and look at your pentacles. Get it correct, all right? Get it correct. It's really about you getting your life correct. Okay, I'm going to move this away from relationship and just focus on this year, 2026. Even if this person comes back into your life, it's really going to be about you shaking off all of the torment from the past. This is a new cycle. Some of you guys might be entering your 50s, might be entering your 60s, so like a new decade. Some of you guys might be entering your 20s or 30s, because, hey, I get every age. And I get a lot of dudes that watch my channel. So you're entering a new phase of your life, and what you must let go of what happened in the past. But some of it you're looking at in the first 2 months of it to grow. And it's not that. It's actually in May, March, April, when you start to see the fruits of your labor. It's okay to watch it grow. But it's actually going to take off like campfire in March, April. There's going to be something that ignites you far beyond what you believe to be. Like, your form of confidence is going to rise. Let's say that. Your understanding of who you are, self-assurance we call it in English, is going to rise. But it's coming from a place that has to let go of whatever happened before this new chapter. This emotional stability comes in, though, with a form of fire. You're the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. Some of you might even be discovering a new form of spirituality I'm getting here, in which a part of you is being completely just removed. It doesn't work anymore. It's not who you are. And that means a lot of things come with that. A complete Tower moment, right? So Tower, I have to tell you, Tower comes in to play mid-year. So we're looking at January, February, March, April, May, June. You see, May, June here. Tower moment. You change. You transition. And the funny thing is, what I see as the next card, as soon as you transition, something comes in and goes, yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. But you had to have a moment to where you recognize that you are much better than what people assume you to be. Maybe this could be family pressure. This could be, maybe an ex or a current mate who doesn't really value your situation. And everything, all of that gets shifted into this new chapter in which you must face that you are not the person you used to be. The Tower card is very powerful. The Tower card will bring you into a deeper understanding of who you are while getting rid of everything before. What I say about the Tower card for people, let's say for Sagittarius, I would say you get a brand new friend group. You get a brand new friend group. You get a brand new lifestyle. It does not look anything like the day before, Like one day everything just changes. In the middle of the year, you're going to recognize, I'm not saying it's going to change in the middle of the year. I'm saying that maybe that already happened, but you start to recognize it in the middle of the year. Okay, 2026. What I do want you to notice is that after you recognize it, something comes in. Da, 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 da. He's my bossa nova. He's my lover friend. Okay, Knight of Cups. Da, 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 da. And he's going to bring in perspective on what you actually went through. Now, this is masculine energy for you ladies. You can still encompass this. Something's coming in. It's going to bring perspective. Like, for example, if it's a new employer, you're like, this employer actually respects me than your old employer. Now, this is the bossa nova lover. You get a lover who comes back, and you're like, fuck. I've never had anything like this before. Yeah. The Knight of Cups comes into play to stabilize your emotions, to let you know that you've always been worthy, but there might have been some issues around you finding your worthiness. The beautiful thing about your reading is it's kind of like a self-help book. It's like you're finding yourself through some spiritual connection, through some just like letting go. I wouldn't call it spiritual, but you're letting it go. You're not letting things that don't work for you anymore be in your surroundings. And then what happens is that gets balanced out with energy that you do want in your surroundings, which is this Knight of Cups energy, which is around July, August. Now, September, October, that third-party situation, of course, comes back into play. Now, this is my card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, and surgery. It comes back to confront you. Now, you're going to have to confront that beast again, but I think you're going to be better prepared because you have the system. The fact that you're not that same person, and you haven't been that same person for 2, 4, 6, 8 months. You are in your new chapter, but if that comes back, that is going to be you facing that heartbreak, divorce, depression, the loss, surgery. That's September, October, okay? The beautiful thing is at the end of the year, you get justice with all of it. What you really wanted, who you really wanted, the job you really wanted, whatever that is that you wanted, that you got a little taste of in 2025, well, at the end of the year, you start to recognize that you have it. Justice card is no joke. Anything. I mean, people really downplay the Libras in their life, or Libra energy, but Libra energy is probably the most potent and powerful energy in the tarot. The Justice card, like I said, says cause and effect. It's the truth comes out. Don't be shocked from this third-party situation that comes out in October, September, that the truth comes out so true that your justice is so real, Your justice is so real in December that you're like, it's so easy to cut that out because you knew that when the truth came out, that you were prepared for it. This 2026 looks absolutely phenomenal for you because you're coming to a better understanding of who you are after all of the BS you went through last year and kind of the taunting of getting what you want and then that disappearing last year as well. Now, let's see. 2026 looks like you get it a little bit early in the year. You have time to develop yourself and you get challenged with that which happened around September, October, to face it, to tell it what you actually wanted to say, and in that aspect you're able to achieve your final justice and move on into your next chapter. Because you're in your next chapter, but you're in the space of letting it go. That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to say hey to me in the chat space every now and then. I love it. And share it with your friends. So that's what I got for you. Take care. Bye-bye.